Hi students, in this video we can study exercise 10.3 question number 14 onwards. Question number 1 to 13 we already completed in previous two videos. Now we can see question number 14. If either vector A vector equal to 0 or B vector equal to 0, then A dot B vector equal to 0. In case A vector or B vector is 0, then after we will get A dot B, surely that will be 0. We can see one example. A vector, if you consider 0 vector means I component and j component and k component, all 0 only. Then B vector, taking one non-zero vector, any vector, 2i plus 3j plus 4k, one non-zero vector. Then if you find out A dot B, that is 0i plus 0j plus 0k, 2i plus 3j plus 4k. 0 into 2, 0, then 0 into 3, that also 0, 0 into 4, 0. What will get answer? You will get answer 0 only. In here, A vector or B vector, any vector 0 vector means when you take a dot product, surely you will get 0 vector. But check it second part. But the converse need not be true. That means the given A vector dot B vector is 0, already given. That means A vector equal to 0 or B vector equal to 0. This is not true. No need to take both vector is 0. Both A vector or B vector, non-zero vector if you are taking also, we will get this answer. We can see what is the reason. Take two non-zero vectors. First A vector, second B vector. A vector and B vector is non-zero vectors only because we can find out magnitude in here. In here also magnitude we can find out. So this is non-zero vectors. If you find out A dot B, formula is magnitude of A vector, magnitude of B vector, cos theta, magnitude of A vector, magnitude of B vector, cos, what is in this angle? That is 90 degree because perpendicular, right, 90 degree. Then what is cos 90 degree? Cos 90 degree is 0, isn't it? 0 into this part, you will get answer 0 only. Check it now. A dot B is, we got 0 vector, but A vector and B vector is non-zero vectors only, isn't it? That means this converse cannot be true. What is our question? Justify your answer with an example. We can take any two vectors. I took in here two vectors. A vector is 2i plus 4j plus 3k. B vector is 3i plus 3j minus 6k. If you find out scalar product in here, scalar product or dot product, A vector dot B vector equal to, A vector is 2i plus 4j plus 3k, 3i plus 3j minus 6k. We can consider any two vectors, not only these two vectors, different vectors we can consider. Then remove bracket. When you take a dot product, we can multiple I components only. 2 into 3, 6, 4 into 3, 12, 3 into minus 6, minus 18 equal to 0. 6 plus 12, 18 minus 18, you will get 0, isn't it? We got A dot B is 0. Now we will check A vector and B vector is 0 vector or not. That means magnitude of A vector find out. Square root of x square, that means I component square, that is 2 square plus j component square 4 square, then k component square 3 square. Square root of 2 square is 4 plus 4 square 16 plus 9. We got square root of 29. Square root of 29 not equal to 0, isn't it? That means A vector is not a 0 vector. Similarly, B vector. Square root of 3 square, then 3 square plus in here minus 6 whole square equal to 3 square is 9 plus 9 plus minus 6 square is 36. 54. This is also not equal to 0. A vector and B vector non-zero vectors, but we got A dot B is 0 vector. Therefore, convex need not be true. This is our answer. Next question, question number 15. If the vertices A, B, C of triangle ABC, if we consider one triangle ABC, vertices given, A means 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, B is minus 1, 0, 0, C is 0, 1, 2. 3 vertices given, then find angle ABC. ABC. This angle we have to find out. That is our question. Some condition given, angle ABC is the angle between AB and BC. Okay, you can see AB and BC in between only that angle. This is our question. What we will do? First we will find out AB vector. Now, AB vector equal to AB vector in here, position vector of A and position vector of B given, 2 points given, isn't it? From there we can find out AB vector, that is OB minus OA. OB from here we can write minus I minus 1I plus 0j plus 0k minus OA vector. From this point we can write I plus 2j plus 3k. What will get? Minus I, this 0j and 0k no need to write. This minus give inside, minus I, again minus 2j minus 3k equal to minus I minus 2I minus 2j minus 3k. We got AB vector. Then what we will find out? We will find out BC vector also. BC vector means OC vector minus OB vector. OC vector is, take this point, 0I plus 1j plus 2k. 0I plus 1j plus 2k. That is OC vector minus OB vector. From this point B, we can write minus I plus 0j plus 0k. 0I no need to write, then 1j, that is j plus 2k minus plus I. We can rearrange this one, I first write I vector, this I vector plus j vector plus 2k vector. Now we got BC vector also. Our question, we have to find out angle between a B vector and BC vector. How to find out angle between? You know scalar product, isn't it? Yes, scalar product. That is AB vector dot BC vector. We can write magnitude of AB vector, magnitude of BC vector, cos theta. In here, theta means angle between that both vectors, isn't it? We will find out theta from here. AB vector dot BC vector divided by magnitude of AB vector, magnitude of BC vector. Now right side remaining cos theta. Cos theta. If you bring this cos also left side, that will be cos inverse, isn't it? Cos inverse. This is our formula. Theta equal to cos inverse AB vector dot BC vector divided by magnitude of AB vector, magnitude of BC vector. Cos inverse AB vector. AB vector is minus 2i minus 2j minus 3k. Next, BC vector I plus j plus 2k. Divided by magnitude of AB vector. Find out magnitude of first vector, that is minus 2 square. Minus 2 square. Again minus 2 square. Then last minus 3 square. This magnitude of a B vector, then magnitude of BC vector, this one, 1 square, 2 square, square root of 1 square plus 1 square plus 2 square equal to right side angle theta. Cos inverse, what will get? Multiple I components, minus 2 into 1. That will be minus 2, minus 2 into 1, again minus 2, in here minus 3 into 2, minus 6, divided by square root of 4 plus 4 plus 9. Again square root of, in here 1 plus 1 plus 4. What will you get? 4, 6 you will get, isn't it? 6. Equal to theta. Then remaining part we can write in here. Cos inverse minus 2, minus 4, then again minus 6 is minus 10. Minus 10 divided by square root of 4 plus 4, 8 plus 9, 17, root 17. Root 6 equal to theta. Cos inverse minus 10 divided by square root of 17 into 6, 6 into 7, 42, or remainder 6 into 1, 6 plus 4, 10, 1 contra 2. You know, this minus no need to write inside in the case of cos. That's why we can write cos inverse 10 divided by 102 equal to theta. Because cos minus x and cos x is equally. This minus no need to write. Same method we will apply in here. Now we will get angle between both vectors will be cos inverse 10 divided by square root of 102. We can write therefore angle between AB vector and BC vector equal to cos inverse 10 divided by square root of 102. This is our answer. Just pause the video, write down in your notebook. Question number 16. Show that the points A 1 2 7, B 2 6 3, C 3 10 minus 1 are collinear. In here 3 points given, A, B, C. We have to show that 3 points are collinear. Collinear means if you join the 3 points, you will get one straight line. Then we can say that 3 points are collinear. Now, first we can find out AB vector. That means this first portion, AB vector. How to find out AB vector? That is OB minus OA vector. OB vector is from this point, from point B we can write OB vector, position vector of B, 2i plus 6j plus 3k. That is OB vector minus OA vector. From this point we can write OA vector, that is 1i, that is I plus 2j plus 7k, equal to 2i minus I, that will be I, 6j minus 2j, 4j, 3k minus 7k is minus 4k. This minus we have to give inside, then only we can subtract. This is our AB vector. Similarly, we can find out this part, BC vector. BC vector means OC vector minus OB vector equal to, OC vector means from that point C, we can write 3i plus 10j minus k. This is point C. From there we can write OC vector minus OB vector. OB vector from here 2i plus 6j plus 3k. We can subtract 3i minus 2i is I, 10j minus 6j is 4j, minus 4k minus 3k is minus 4k. This is BC vector. The next we can find out total, that is AC vector. AC vector equal to OC vector minus OA vector. OC vector is from that point, from point C, we can write 3i plus 10j minus k vector minus OA vector is 1i plus 2j plus 7k equal to 3 minus 1 is 2i, 10j minus 2j is 8j, minus k minus 7k is minus 8k. Now we got AB vector, BC vector and AC vector. Now we will find out magnitude of that 3 vectors. Magnitude of AB vector equal to square root of 1 square plus 4 square plus minus 4 square. Square root of 1 square is 1 plus 4 square is 16 plus 16 equal to square root of 33. Magnitude of BC, square root of here 1 square, 4 square minus 4 square, 1 square plus 4 square plus minus 4 square equal to, that also will get root 33. Now we can find out magnitude of AC vector equal to square root of AC vector is 2 square plus 8 square plus minus 8 square. Two square is 4 plus 64 plus 64. That is common. From here 4 we can take outside. Then remaining here 1. In here 16 into 4 only 64. Then 16 remaining. In here also 16 remaining. Equal to square root of 4 is 2 root 16 plus 16 32 plus 1 33. We got magnitude of AC vector is 2 root 33. Then if you add magnitude of AB vector and magnitude of BC vector, AB vector, BC vector, magnitude of AB vector is root 33, again root 33 equal to 2 root 33. What is 2 root 33? That is magnitude of AC vector. If you add magnitude of AB and magnitude of BC vector, we got magnitude of AC vector. That's why this is one straight line. Okay. Therefore, a given points are collinear. This is our answer. Just pause the video or write down in our notebook. Now we can see question number 17. Show that the vectors 2i minus j plus k, I minus 3j minus 5k and 3i minus 4j minus 4k. In our textbook they written plus, change it as minus 4k. From the vertices of a right angle triangle. In here 3 position vectors given, we have to prove that that is vertices of right angle triangle. First we can give names. Let first vector is OA vector equal to 2i minus j plus k. Second vector is OB vector, I minus 3j minus 5k. Last vector is OC vector, 3i 4j minus 4. If you consider one right angle triangle A, B, C, the position vector of A is first vector, position vector of B is second vector, similarly position vector of C is third vector. What we will do? First we will find out AB, then BC, then last AC. AB vector equal to OB vector minus OA vector. OB vector is I minus 3j minus 5k. OB vector minus OA vector is first vector 2i minus j plus k equal to I minus 2i will get minus I, minus 3j minus minus plus j will get minus 2j, minus 5k minus k minus 6k. This is our AB vector. Now we can find out next vector, that is BC vector. This downside part, BC vector equal to OC vector minus OB vector. OC vector already we have written 3i minus 4j minus 4k. OB vector is I minus 3j minus 5k. Now we can remove bracket. 3 minus I is 2i. Minus 4j minus minus plus 3j, that will be minus j. Minus 4k minus minus plus 5k, you will get 1k. This is our BC vector. Next we can find out last side, that is AC vector. AC vector means OC minus OA. OC vector is 3i minus 4j minus 4k, minus OA vector is 2i minus j plus k, equal to 3i minus 2i is I, minus 4j minus minus plus j, minus 4 plus 1 is minus 3j, minus 4k minus k is minus 5k. We got three sides AB, BC and AC. Now we will find out the length of three sides. Length means magnitude, isn't it? Magnitude of AB we can find out. Magnitude of AB vector equal to square root of there minus 1 square from here, minus 1 square minus 2 square plus minus 6 square equal to square root of minus 1 square is 1 plus minus 2 square is 4 plus minus 6 square is 36 equal to 36 plus 4 40 plus 1 41 square root of 41, that is magnitude of AB vector. Then magnitude of BC vector, that is length of BC, side BC. Square root of BC vector already got it. From there we can write 2 square plus minus 1 square plus 1 square. Square root of, what will you get? 4 plus 1 plus 1. Root 6. Next, magnitude of AC vector. Square root of AC vector is I minus 3j minus 5k. From there we can write 1 square plus minus 3 square plus minus 5 square. 1 square is 1 plus 9 plus 25. 35. Square root of 35. Now what we will do? We have to prove given vectors are vertices of a right angle triangle. A right angle triangle means what we will do? We will apply Pythagoras theorem, isn't it? Then we can use Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem? Sum of squares of shortest side. What is in here small sides? Root 6 and root 35. Root 6 is modulus of BC square plus modulus of AC square equal to modulus of BC square is root 6 square root 35 square. Square and square root cancel, then you will get 6 plus 35 equal to 41. What is 41? 41 means we can write modulus of 41, we can say 41 is AB. Modulus of AB square. Check it. Sum of shortest sides, we got another side, isn't it? That means this is hypotenuse. AB is hypotenuse. Then other two sides. This, what is this? Pythagoras theorem, isn't it? Therefore, given vectors are vertices of a right angle triangle. This is our answer. Just pause the video or write down in your notebook. Then last question, question number 18. If A vector is a non-zero vector of magnitude A, in here magnitude given, magnitude of A vector is A, already given in here. Magnitude cannot be negative, that always positive only. Magnitude means length of vector. Length cannot be negative, that means the sign of A will be always positive number. And lambda a non-zero scalar. Lambda is a non-zero scalar. Lambda will not be zero, maybe that plus or minus, anything, negative number or positive number, any number. Then lambda into A vector is a unit vector. Lambda A vector, unit vector. If you take magnitude of lambda A vector, you will get answer is 1, because that is unit vector already given. Magnitude of unit vector will be 1 unit. Then this scalar quantity we can keep outside. Magnitude of A vector equal to 1. Then in here lambda, magnitude of A vector given, that is A equal to 1. Magnitude of A vector is A. Then A equal to, this lambda bring to right side, 1 divided by lambda. In here I already told lambda will be plus or minus, negative number or positive number. If you give in here plus, A is positive quantity only. If you give in here minus, A equal to minus 1 by lambda, isn't it? A means magnitude of vector A, that not possible, because magnitude cannot be negative. Magnitude means length of that vector. This is like one vector, length of that vector cannot be negative. So we cannot use in here minus. So if you write in here modulus, what will happen? Always this part will be positive, isn't it? So what is our answer? Answer is D. A equal to 1 divided by modulus of lambda.